Hi, it's John and welcome to the channel. It is Saturday, June the 21st, 4:44 a.m. with the big blue mug of coffee. Hope you're having a great day today. Hope your weather is better where you live compared to where I live. Here in Calgary, pouring rain all night. Some areas of southern Alberta expecting 200 millimeters of rain. Here in Calgary, we could see 50 or 60. So it's going to be a wet one today. So just going to take the day off from bike riding and clean up my basement. But I hope you're having a great day. And if you're a subscriber here, thanks so much. If you're not, please click on subscribe. Thank you very much. So today, boy, this could be a controversial one, but I want you to know this. I hold no ill will. I love everybody and all people equally, but this one really pisses me off, and it probably pisses you off as well. And people who agree with what this man said are be calling the ist word. Starts with an R, and I don't believe that I'm an R with an ist after it. I just happen to agree with what he said because I have questions regarding this issue. And if we can't ask questions regarding certain things, we will never get them resolved. So what did you think when Doug Ford said this?
This is like handing an opportunity on a silver platter to First Nations that by the way, I have treated like gold. And over again, the chiefs, national chiefs, the regional chiefs, other chiefs have told me we've never had more access to a premier ever, as long as they can remember. So like I tell Rickford all the time, I should be the Minister of Indigenous Affairs because I get calls every single day. And when I first came into office, I told Minister Rickford, treat them all, give them what they need, whatever they want for them to prosper. But there's going to be a point that you can't just keep coming hat in hand all the time to the government. You got to be able to take care of yourselves.
Was Doug Ford wrong when he said that? Well, I think Doug Ford believes that 100% or he wouldn't have said it. But of course, he was raked over the coals, called the R with an ist word over and over again online. And of course, he's knelt down and apologized.
I just want to say I sincerely apologize for my words, not only if it hurt all the chiefs in that room, but all First Nations. Because we know that if we work together, and I said during the campaign, nothing moves without First Nations consultation, respecting duty to consult, and make sure that we work together.
Doug Ford said that Indigenous groups come hat in hand, and that's why he was criticized for saying what he did. That's why he was called the R word. I don't think he's wrong, and I think a lot of people agree with me. What is reconciliation? We hear about this all the time. Politicians throw it around all the time. What does reconciliation mean? Well, let's look up the dictionary definition of reconciliation. Here it is. The restoration of friendly relations is calling somebody who lives in this country like myself a settler, a colonizer. I see on X all the time, I'm called a white devil for living in the country I was born in. Is that reconciliation? Now, I don't believe the people Doug Ford was standing with in that second video think I'm a white devil, but I think some of them would call me a settler. I think some of them would call me a colonizer. They would say I'm living on their land. Can we achieve reconciliation if people think that about me and probably about you? I've said for a long time there will never be reconciliation because the grift will have to end. And the grift is you can continue to go hat in hand to the government. I saw this online, and this is some numbers. I'm not sure if these are exactly true, but I'm thinking that perhaps that they are. But here, take a look at this. These are the 10 organizations with the highest total transfer payment budget. Number 1, the Department of Indigenous Services at $21.1 billion. And number 3, Department of Crown Indigenous Relations and Northern Affairs at $8.16 billion. That amounts to about $30 billion a year. And I'm sure there's lots more grants and money going out all the time for Indigenous people in this country. Now, if you just take this $30 billion, and according to what I found online, about 1.6 million Indigenous people in Canada, that amounts to over $18,000 for every man, woman, and child that considers themselves Indigenous in this country. I've referenced it before. Corey Morgan went east of Calgary, went on to the reserve here, and people live in squalor. There's that old saying, there's a reason the chief's driveway is always paved. My favorite website has one, there's always a big screen TV. I used to live in Cornwall, Ontario. We had people coming from the north almost every year. Indigenous people, their place would be flooded every year, and you'd see them living in squalor. They had a satellite dish on the side of their house and a 75-inch TV on their wall, but they live in squalor. And again, I hold no ill will against these people, but when does it end? How much do we have to give? Is there a number? Is it $1 trillion? Is it $500 billion? So we can finally end this and we can live and have reconciliation. Instead, we get crap like this. I referenced it in a video I did yesterday, but this is the modern day equivalent of handing $24 over to buy Manhattan.
Thank you. Thank you for your patience and understanding through this process. Your role in this moment matters, and this is more than just about a new address. It's about participating in reconciliation in a very tangible way and a visible way. Shmukwiyawsum Street is now a permanent part of Vancouver's landscape. It reflects a broader commitment to acknowledge the truth, to honor Indigenous knowledge and history, and to build a more inclusive future. As we continue our work as a city of reconciliation, let this street stand as a reminder that we're not just making symbolic changes, we're changing how we see our past, and and how we engage with one another, and how we move forward together.
No doubt Doug Ford is frustrated because these Aboriginal groups want to stand in the way of progress in this country. Most politicians want these people, the Aboriginal groups, to be prosperous. And they can be. They need to get the hell out of the way. We see stuff like this all the time. First Nations youth say they're starting a movement against major projects bills. Who's funding these people? I know that at least $30 billion is going out of the Canadian taxpayers' pocket every year to fund Aboriginal groups. Who is funding them to stand in the way? It happens here in Alberta as well. And then we get these, you're a colonialist, you're a colonizer, you're a settler, you're a white devil. Is this the restoration of friendly relations? Is this reconciliation? It's ridiculous. When does it end? I don't think Doug Ford was wrong. And I don't think he was insensitive in the way he said it, because I think that's exactly what happens. They come hat in hand. It's like they own everything. And they don't. Listen, if you like land acknowledgements and you think you live on somebody else's land and you think you've stolen land, give up your land. Give up your property. Otherwise, it's just useless virtue signaling. That's all I got to say in the subject. Thanks for watching today, Saturday, June 21st. It's now 5:05 a.m. Hope you have a great day today. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.